It's going to be loud here. Okay, here we go. So let's look at, somebody said the last two, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I like that. Find the point X on MR. So first thing I'd like to do is I'd like for you to tell me what's the length of MR. 9, right? That wasn't a big deal. Find a point X on MR that is 1/3 of the distance from M to R. So what's 1/3 the distance? 3. So we're looking for 3 units. All right. 1/3 of the distance from M to R. So that would be what? I think it would be N, right? Because we're moving 3 units, correct? And this would be 3 units. The point, find the point on X, find the point X on MR that is 1/3 of the distance from M to R. So we're just counting over 3 units, correct? All right. Now let's see what it says for 46. Anybody tell me, anyone give it a shot?
I'll give it a shot.
What? No, just tell me what you got.
I got Q.
Somebody said Q. Q. All right, let's see what it says. Find point Y on NR. All right, so now NR is how much? 6 units, correct? That is 2/3 of the distance. Well, what's 2/3 of that distance? 4 units, correct? So if we are 4 units, then we would be 4 units away, which would put us at point Q. All right, I don't know who asked, all right, but is that good enough?
That's good.
All right,
Mr.
Maren,
Shaw,
you okay with it? You all right with that?
on 45, why would you put 3 instead of -1? Because you land on -1.
Oh, yeah, yes, you're exactly right. I was putting, I was just saying 3 units is how many we're moving. So we would end up on N, or you're right, if you put X would equal -1, that would be fine too. Doesn't matter.
Okay, thanks.
All right, 3 was just the distance. Okay, somebody else on this page, on this worksheet, good for you.
40 and 41.
Let's look at 40. Find the find the coordinates of the midpoint. All right, so the midpoint, remember, is just the average. So you're adding -9 plus 5 and dividing by 2. So the midpoint formula, x1 plus x2 divided by 2, comma, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. You with me on that? Do I need to do anything else? Or did you forget it, or you want me to tell you the answer? No, that's the midpoint. The distance formula is, I think, the next couple down. All right, so let's just make sure. -9 plus 5 is -4. -4 divided by 2 is -2. 3 plus 7 is 10. Divided by 2 is 5. That's the answer. That's how easy. All right, you happy with that? Anybody else?
Can you go over 18 or 19?
18 or 19. Let's look. Right here?
Yeah.
All right, so find the value of X and KL if K is between. All right, so again, the segment addition postulate tells you that if K is between JL, you should write JK plus KL equals JL. So it's just 6X plus 3X equals 27. So obviously X equals 3. And then we have X. Now we need KL. KL is just 3X. So KL would equal 9.
How would you know to write JK plus KL equals JL? Like, how'd you get
Because
that?
it says K is between J and L. So draw again, if you're not,
okay.
yeah, if ever you're not showing or understanding or seeing something, J, L, K is somewhere between. Doesn't matter where.
Okay, that makes sense.
All
Thank you.
right, so again, geometry is a lot of visual stuff. That's why it's hard. All right, anybody have any issues? Anybody?
No.
All right, I'm agreeing. It's easy. All right, so now let's flip over, please, to today's lesson. All right, 2 more sections because they're super easy. All right. Now, name the vertex of angle 4. So let's first describe, everybody knows what an angle is. So, all right, this point right here, where the 2 rays meet is called the vertex. All right, so this angle is made up of 2 rays. Where the rays meet is called the vertex. So the vertex for angle 4 is obviously what letter? T. Angle 1, W. Come on, angle 2, V. And angle 5. Why are we hesitating? Angle 5, T, right. That's why you can't always name an angle with 1 letter. Is everybody with me? If I said angle T, you would know what I was talking about. All right, sometimes you can name it with 1 letter. Sometimes you cannot name it with 1 letter. All right, that's the important lesson that they're trying to show you right here. All right. Can I call angle 4 angle T? No. All right. Could I call angle W just angle W? Yeah, because there's only 1 angle W, right? This is the only angle W we can be talking about. Does everybody agree with that? All right, hopefully you understand that. All right, now name the sides. The sides of an angle I just mentioned are always what? Rays. So angle 4, we would say it's ray what? What? Angle 4 is ray what? T
UT.
S. And thank you, TU. Now, believe it or not, it's important that you start at the what? The first letter is the what? The vertex. All right, now make sure you're with me on this. If I'm doing angle 4, just to make sure you guys are with me, that's the ray. Is everybody with me? And then the other one is this guy. This is the ray. So you would start at the vertex. T is the beginning. Anybody have any issues? I think that's kind of easy also. All right, so if you understand that, then tell me about angle 5 would be what? TS and TW, right? Mark that down. TS and TW. Now, I want to show you something on number 7. So everybody watch me blow up on this for a second. Do I need the picture? No, because what's the vertex? T is the vertex. Does everybody agree with that? So I'm trying to show you, you don't always need the picture. So we would say the vertex is what? I'm sorry, the rays would be what? TV and TS. All right, that's how you write the rays, which I know you know. All right, so angle 1, last one. What do we got? WT and WV. Everybody happy with that? Angle 3. What else, or how else could I say angle 3? Now you name an angle with 3 letters. All right, name an angle with 3 letters because I can't just call it angle T. So what will we call it? Angle. Now remember, the vertex is the middle letter. The vertex is the middle letter. So we would say, no, ST is not part of angle 3. Thank you. Angle WTV. And then you can just switch the letters, right? Angle VTW. Either one of those is okay. Does it matter which one you write down? No difference.
Why wouldn't it be UTW? Or I mean UTV, sorry.
For angle 3,
Yeah.
this is angle 3 right here. Can you see me
Yeah.
draw?
Yeah.
So angle 3 is composed of this is angle 3 right here, right?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
that's why,
okay.
right? All you have to do is draw the angle if you're not sure. All right, it'll
Okay.
tell you what 3 letters to use. All right, so here we go. I want angle 4 just to make sure. What's angle 4, guys? STU or UTS? Maren, you okay with that?
What is that?
Yeah, I'm not sure how much you can hear. You can hear, right? Everything's good, right? All right, just tell me now. Okay. Let's do angle 2. TVW. Perfect. What else could you call? Could you say UVW? Could angle 2 be UVW?
No. Yeah.
Why not? The ray goes on forever, correct? UVW. Is that okay? Right? No big deal. You can call it TVW, right? All right, I hope you guys are all clear on that. Now, everybody remembers what right means. Right is just what? 90 degrees. Acute means what? Less than 90 degrees. Obtuse means,
More than 180.
what is it?
More than 90.
So if it's obtuse, we say it's less than what? 180 and greater than what? 90. That's how I'd prefer you write it. Acute technically is less than 90, but greater than what? 0. Greater than 0. All right, later you'll realize that angles can be negative and angles can be positive. All right, but right now you just know angles from 0 to 180. All right, so with that, what does NMP look like? Right. OMN, acute. QMN, obtuse. QMO. Yeah, I don't know how we're supposed to know that, to be honest.
Do you write the word or do you write like the number, the degree, like the degree sign?
No, you write the word. Write the word.
Okay.
We don't know exactly what the angle is unless it's a right angle.
Okay.
Now, let's look at this right here. QMO. All right, if we were looking at this, I can't tell exactly what it is. To me, if I was eyeballing it, I would probably say it's obtuse. Right. But I can't really tell because you could call this 45 degrees and this 45 degrees and this 45 degrees and this 45 degrees. Then it'd be a right angle, correct? But if you wanted to, you don't have to call it 45. You can say, for example, it could be 40 and 50. Does everybody see that? Yeah, so this, they made a typo. QMO, we don't know. If I were guessing, it says use a protractor. All right, we don't use protractors. All right.
What do you think it is, Mrs. Scott?
It's obtuse. All right. But again, we're not going to use a protractor to measure things. All right, so here we go. Now, EBD. So in my opinion, we should locate EBD and write 4x plus 6. And DBC is 6x plus 4. We got a new word. Bisect. What do you think bisect means?
Two two angles intersecting.
If you bisect an angle, cut it into, yeah, you cut it into two pieces, but what's true about those pieces?
They're the same.
They're the same. That's all bisect means. Bisect means cut it in half. All right. So what's true about E, B, D, and D, B, C? They're congruent. So make yourself a mark like this and learn to mark it with one tick mark. One tick mark means that they are congruent. How do we know they were congruent? Because BD bisects the angle. Bisect just means cuts in half, creates two equal angles. So now you're just going to write 6x plus 4 equals 4x plus 6. And if you, what was it?
It's 16.
Oh, thank you. 4x plus 16. Ugh. 4x plus 16. All right, so 4x plus 16. And of course, you just use your mad skills. We don't solve this. We don't do any work. We just tell me that x equals what? X equals 6, right? Everybody should be able to look at that and just say x is 6. All right, if you're a little rusty, you're not sure, you can tell me. All right, so now we know x is 6. It says what? Find the measure of EBD. So now what do we do?
Plug in 6.
Plug in 6, and everybody, of course, can tell me that angle EBD is equal to how much? 40 degrees. All right, I'm happy with that. All right, let's look at number 18. For 18, I have EBD and EB. Oh, this one's good. All right. So now what I want to do is just do this. Copy this, paste it over here. Now move that back to where it was. All right, now we got a new one. So now we have EBD is 4x minus 8. And now EBC is the whole thing from here to here. Notice how I'm writing that. It's kind of hard to see. All right, now I need somebody's help. How do I write the equation for this guy? Come on, how do I solve this?
4x minus 8 times 2.
Yay, very good, very good. Don't forget, these two things are equal. So he said beautifully, 4x minus 8. If I multiply that by 2, that will be the same as 5x plus 20. Does anybody have a problem with that? And if you're not sure, you can just go ahead and write 4x minus 8 down here. Everybody good? No problems? All right, so go ahead. Just tell me what x equals. I got 12, right? Is it 12? 36.
9.
Am I wrong? What is it?
No.
Well, double check.
That's 12.
I got 12.
Oh, yeah.
So x equals 12. Check your work though. Come on. All right.
I
don't
got
want you.
12 too.
Yes, thank you. All right. You and me agree on something. How about that? All right. That's not the final answer though. What is EBC? Anybody else get 80? Angle EBC equals 80 degrees. That's not hard, right? So far, so good. All right, what are opposite rays? Tell me.
Rays going the opposite way.
Wow, thank you, James. All right, a brilliant explanation there. Opposite rays form a what, James?
A line.
Yes, there we go. Opposite rays form a line. All right, what is the measure from here to here of the opposite rays? 180 degrees. Is there any way to prove that's 180 degrees? No, actually, it was the Babylonians who just made that up. All right, completely made up the number. All right, they said a full circle is 360 degrees. The reason we're choosing 360 degrees is because 360 is divisible by a lot of numbers. That was their rationale. All right, so again, 180 degrees, there's just an accepted thing handed down from generations. When you get more advanced, they will teach you about radians. All right, radians is actually a better way of measuring angles. All right, but they teach that in high school. All right, so we know 180 degrees is opposite rays. Aiden, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, looks like you're messing around. That's all. Keeping a close eye on you. All right, so now CE bisects DCF. So I need everybody to go to CE and DCF. And then you're going to mark it just like that. CG bisects FCB. So now, if you're going to mark two figures or angles that are equal, you can't use one tick mark anymore. You have to use what? You have to use two. All right. Now it says angle DCE is 4x plus 15 and ECF is 6x minus 5. So now what's true? What's true about those two angles?
They're equal.
They are equal. Thank you. So 6x minus 5 equals 4x plus 15. Now solve that quickly and tell me that x equals what? X equals 10. So now they want DCE. So what's DCE? Right? So DCE, angle DCE equals, what did you say it was? 55 degrees. Is that right? Everybody okay?
Mr. Stroud,
Yes.
why are the DCF, why did you put the little, I don't know what it's called, but why are they
Tick
congruent?
marks.
Yeah.
They're congruent because CG bisects that angle. If you read the directions,
Yeah.
you see what I'm saying? Right up here.
I still don't really understand what bisects means. though.
Bisect just means cuts it in half.
Okay.
CG
okay.
cuts FCB in half. So the angles are equal. That's all it means.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. So let's look at FCG and GCB. That's kind of the same thing. All right, let's move on. 21. All right, let's look at 21 ABC. All right, what kind of angle do Central Street and Spring Street make? Central and, yes, that's correct. Right angle. All right. Valerie is driving down Spring Street, heading east. So do you remember? West, east, right? So Valerie is driving down Spring Street, heading east. So she's going this direction. She takes a left onto Rivers. She turned a what? Acute. All right. What is the angle measure Valerie is turning her car when she takes the left turn? Well, we'd have to measure it, right? Oh, no, we don't. How can we figure that out?
3x
Tell me.
plus
Go ahead.
Equals x plus 8.
Definitely not. Those are definitely not equal angles. Because one's what?
Oh, that's
One's
fine.
acute and one is what? Obtuse. So they definitely can't be equal. So what else? Tell me.
Aren't all the angles of the triangle, they add up to 1?
Yeah, but I'm missing this angle up here, right? What else is the relationship? I said something kind of important up here. No, they're definitely not congruent. They add up to 180 degrees. Is everybody with me? This angle right here, now you got to watch. This angle plus this angle adds up to what? 180. All right. So let's do the math real quick. That'd be 4x plus 20 equals 180, right? So x is how much? X is 40, which means that left turn was what degree? How much?
40.
No. How much?
48.
48 degrees. All right. 48 degrees. That wasn't bad. All right. Everybody okay with that? All right, let's knock out 1-5. I told you that was easy. Okay, you got to think back to 6th grade for vertical angles. So everybody remember vertical angles from 6th grade? Here we go. Whenever you make an X, all right, vertical angles are the ones that are directly across from each other. All right. Whenever you make vertical angles, they are directly across from each other. All right. And vertical angles are always congruent. So that is always exactly the same as that. These angles right here are also vertical angles. All right. And they are congruent as well. So now I need someone to name 2 acute vertical angles. J, K, what? Well, what's vertical with that? No, no, no. This one is, this right here is put in to throw you off. True, because the line doesn't go all the way through, it stops. Does everybody see what I'm trying to show you? So if I extended that through here, it would create verticals, but it stops at K. So I need someone else. Tell me 2, okay, Harrison?
GTF.
Yes, thank you. All right, this angle right here and this angle right here are the acute verticals. And then I need help with the obtuse verticals. HKG, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Mr. Straff,
Yes,
when you're writing like the angles, would you put the same
Yeah,
angle
yep.
sign we've been doing?
yes, that's the angle sign.
Okay, thank you.
You can write it like this, but that looks like a less than sign to me.
Oh, true.
So technically, that would be the angle. That would be less than. That's why I don't do that.
Okay.
All right. Okay, linear pair is another new word. What's root for linear? Line. So it's just 2 angles that form a what? 2 angles that form a line. All right. So I have somebody who said, I'm going to erase this now over here. Give me 2 angles that form a line again. Say it.
EG, line EG.
2 angles that form a line. 2 angles that form a line. Say it again.
EKG, HKF.
E, angle, E, K. What did you say? EKG is already aligned. EKG is already aligned. I need two angles that form a line. Thank you. EKF and
HKG.
come on, guys. EKF. She just said this. What else would form a line? What other angle would form a line? FKG. Angle FKG. Now I'm just going to draw it so you can see it. Obviously, those are called linear pairs because together, right next to each other, that forms a line. Or what you do is you say the two angles add up to how many degrees? 180. All right, so a linear pair, two angles that add up to 180 degrees, and they share a common ray. That's kind of like the formal definition. All right. Now, you could also say EKF and what else? And what else? HKE would be the other one, right? Yeah, you guys, I feel like you're not getting that. All right, is everybody okay with that or not? Right? Two angles that form a line. All right, so if you want to know the short, there's a line, right? Are those two angles supplementary? Is this angle supplementary with this angle?
Yes.
Yeah, they add up to 180 degrees. All right. Two, acute, adjacent. All right, so now everybody's got to worry about the word adjacent. All right, adjacent angles share a ray. That's what adjacent means. Adjacent means right next to each other, butted up against each other. That's what adjacent means. Now, both angles could be linear pairs, but they don't have to be. So I need two angles that are acute, that are right next to each other. Tell me, James.
JKG.
Hold on, let me erase that picture real quick. So I'm believing you. Go ahead. Angle
JKG.
JKG and
GKF.
and what else?
GKF.
All right, let me see if he's right. JKG and G. You are awesome, buddy. That's exactly correct. Those are two adjacent acute angles. All right. Now we have two new, well, these aren't new words. Somebody remind me what complementary means and what does supplementary mean? Complementary just means two angles that add up to 90. And supplementary are two angles that add up to what? 180. And you remember that because they're in alphabetical order. C is before S. 90 is before 180. Complementary angles that add up to 90. Supplementary are angles that add up to 180. All right. So complementary. Come on, someone else, get involved today. Tell me, complementary angles. Chloe. HK what? HKJ is automatically 90.
Oh, FK.
Wait, hold on a minute. Do you see why, right? Because this one over here is 90, right? Okay, so go ahead. Yeah, JKG, right? Okay, sorry. So this right here, angle 1 and angle 2. FKG and GKJ are considered complementary, and they're also adjacent. All right. Now, supplementary. Give me two angles that add up to 180. Say it again, Michaela. And yes, good. EKH and EKF. Good. Somebody else who's saying something. Go.
Do you have to put both, or do you only have to put one?
You're writing complementary angles. Angles is plural. You have to write two. All right. Complementary and supplementary have to do with two angles. All right. Yeah, we're almost done. 28. The measure of an angle and its complement. I'm sorry, find the measure of the angle and its complement if one angle measures 24 more degrees than the other. What are the two angles? We have two angles, right? So we're going to go with angle 1 and angle 2. Do we know what angle 1 is? No, X. So the other angle is how many more degrees? So it would be X plus 24. Does everybody agree with that? We're doing complementary, right? So what's true about those two angles? They equal 90. 2X plus 24 equals 90. So X equals, tell me. I got 33.
Yeah, I got that.
Right. So the first angle would be 33 degrees and the second angle would be what? 57 degrees, right? And if you add those up, they add up to 90 and one's 24 more than the other. That's kind of easy. All right, let's look at the next one now. Probably the same thing. All right, so let me give you a second. Everybody do 29. All right. Who's got it? This one's a little trickier, actually.
$72 and 108.
Perfect. Now, you want to explain how you did that?
Well,
Or did you just kind of work your way through it?
I did the same thing that we did last time. There was 180.
So one angle, all right, so you have two angles, angle 1 and angle 2. So what did you put down?
X and then X plus 36.
Wait a minute. The measure of the supplement of the angle is 36 less than the measure of the angle. So you just did what here?
I did X and then X plus 36.
No, just leave them alone. So then it was 2X plus 36 equals 180. And so what did that get?
2X equals 144 and X equals 72. And then I added.
Yeah. Right, does it matter? Will, what? You keep talking to him. We're working at the problem and you're talking to him. Now, what did you do, Will?
I got the answer wrong.
So why were
Mr.
you
Stroud?
telling him to put X minus 36?
I made a mistake.
Yes.
Why wouldn't it be minus 36?
Well, I'm not real sure. Here's what I would like everybody to look at, though. All right, I think this is a good problem. Angle 1 and angle 2. All right. So if angle 1 is X, the supplement of that angle would be what? Can you tell me what the supplement would that be? I would have written 180 minus X. All right, that's way. Right, because I keep doing this because let me get this out of the way here. I'm not sure. I'm going to draw this or cut this out and put it down here. Because I think there's a better explanation for this guy. So I want to look at it this way. All right. Now I can see it better. The measure of the supplement of an angle. All right. So this right here, please watch. I think this is on the ACTs and SATs quite a bit. All right. This is the supplement of this angle. Did everybody agree with that? Right. Because they add up to 180, right? So the measure of the supplement of the angle. The supplement of the angle is what? 180 minus X, right? Is means equals 36 less than the measure of the angle. X minus 36. That's how I think it should be done. All right. And when you work that out, you get 2X equals 216. So X is equal to 108. All right. So again, thank you guys. No homework. We'll try to finish this up. All right. There's the last couple problems there I would like to look at. All right. Have a
Mr.
great
Stroh,
weekend.
I actually did that last one right.
Yay. All right, Maren. When do you get to come back?
The 23rd.
Love you, Mrs.
All right.
Stroud.
Well, we miss you.
Love you, Mrs. Stroud.
Yeah.
See you
Bye.
soon. Bye-bye.